Hey guys, so let's talk really quickly about adding fractions. So here I have the problem 1/6 plus 3/4. So there are a couple different ways that I can look at this. I could draw a picture of it. So if we think of one bar as a whole number, and I've got one that's split into 6, my 1/6 is like that. And then I could have another bar that's split into 4 sections, and 3/4. I've got 3 of them filled in. Now, because the pieces in each whole are not the same size, this gets a little tricky for me, and I need to find a way to make it so that they are. And that process is called finding a common denominator. And we use the least common multiple for that. So when I am adding fractions, I always like to write it vertically. So 1/6 plus 3/4. But I need to multiply both of those by something to get to a common denominator. So I know I can multiply, because of the identity property, anything by 1 and have it be equivalent or have it be the same value. So what I want to find is a way to write 1 that allows me to change the numbers in the fraction without changing the value of the fraction. So 3/4, I still want it to be 3/4, but using different numbers. So what I want to do is I want to find the least common multiple. 4, 6, and 4 for my two denominators. So 6 times 1 is 6. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 6 times 2 is 12. 4 times 3 is 12. So I know that I want to get these both to be represented with 12ths instead of with 6s and 4s. So this number here, we'll start with the fourths. So this number here, I know 4 times 3 gives me 12. So my 1, I need to use my giant 1 to somehow make my denominator 12. Well, I know when I multiply fractions that I can do that. 3 divided by 3 is the same thing as 1. And that would give me 9 over 12. So 9 over 12 is equivalent. It is the same value as 3/4. Now I want to go in and I want to do the same thing with 1/6. And right here again, I see 6 times 2 gives me 12. So within my giant 1, I need it to be 2 over 2, because 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. So I'm not changing the value of the fraction, just basically I'm just changing its appearance. So 1 times 2 gives me 2. 6 times 2 gives me 12. So 1/6 plus 3/4 is equivalent to 2/12 plus 9/12. So I'm going to rewrite it down here. So 2 over 12 plus 9 over 12. Now what I know, since these have the same denominator, I need 2/12 plus 9/12. They're all the same size, so I can do 2 plus 9/12, which equals 11/12. And that would be my final answer. If you can simplify the fraction at all, you want to make sure to do that. But this one wouldn't simplify at all, since there's nothing that I can divide both 11 and 12 by besides 1.